episode of Trapvision 3D Talks Watches. Hey man, I'm having fun today, man. I'm on a walk as usual, and I wanted to have a discussion about watches, man. The watch of the moment is my Tissot PRX, and this is one day that I don't have a lot of watches with me. I don't. I'm gonna show you. I got two other watches with me. I have my Hamilton Khaki King, and I got that bad boy, my Islander. Two dope watches. I absolutely enjoy these watches. But yeah, I didn't come out with a lot of watches today. But I did come out with an appetite for more watches. So this week was a very interesting week with what's up, Jay Jones? What's up, Fred? How y'all? I'm going to be going through some stuff today, man. I'm going to show you guys some watches that I've been looking at. Today, I really want to ask questions, man. You know, we're at the end of the year, pretty much, and you guys know, if you don't know,
I wonder if I should go.
Islander is a spot that I normally go shopping with, you know, during this time, because Mark normally has like crazy sales towards the end of the year. You have Minutes and Hours that has an event coming up in Austin, Texas, and next month, I think like the middle of the month, somewhere around there. And then there's another one that I heard about. It's a small, very small event, but like I've heard that there's a couple more, and then we have to wait until next year. But what are you guys shopping for, man? I want to know, like, put it down. One, put your wrist shot, whatever you were wearing at the time. So we are exactly 2 minutes into the show. What are you wearing right now? What's going on? Hold up. They gave your whole name. YouTube, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, YouTube? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see their stage names. I don't want to see their actual names on the screen. YouTube be doing some crazy stuff. But welcome into the show, brother. Appreciate you being here. I'm gonna tell you a watch. Hold up. I gotta pull this watch up too, man. I gotta pull this watch up. What's that, donkey? Is that donk? Is it donkey or donk? 22. Let me know. Did I say it right the first time? I hope I did. I hope I said it right the first time. I hope I did. Hey man, you know what? One thing I'm gonna say too. I was up this morning looking at live streams. This type of live stream, what is it called? Vertical live streams. There are some very interesting shows going on early in the morning. Real interesting, man. I'm seeing like people reading tarot cards, crystal people. People that, like, there's a smoking community. There's people that, like, they make the noise. What's the ASMR channels? And the weirdest thing I've ever seen, I don't even know what the channel was about, bro. But like, they sat there and just looked at the camera the whole time, and they had like 108 people watching them. I didn't research to see what their channel was about, but I could see why so many people. Because I was one of those 100 people looking. I said, "Are you gonna do something?" It did not budge, didn't move whatsoever. Nerd with swag, what's going on? Hey man, don't be struggling with the Black Hawks, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Shot-Town in the building, stand up. I just had a Black Hawk fan walk past me a minute ago, gave me a shout out. They was like, yo, salute. I said, you already know what it is, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So on Facebook recently, Facebook had, and I'm sitting there looking at a watch right now that I'm talking about positively. When I said I'm done for the year, I'm not buying another watch this year. Possibly can't buy another watch this year with the government shutdown stuff, because y'all know I'm military, and like, yeah, I don't know, man. Your boy gonna have to put a for sale sign for Trapvision 3D on the for the channel. I'm gonna be out here panhandling, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't never gonna do that. But you never know. You never know, man. It's rough out here. It's rough out here, man. But there was a time where I said, hey, I'm done buying. I'm not buying another watch. And I know you guys, listen, y'all been following me for a long time. Y'all been rocking with me. I done met up with some of you guys in person, and we talked watches. We had a great time discussing, and we talked about the one thing is like, what's next? What is your next watch? What are you looking for? And I'm gonna ask you guys to share this, and if you're catching this, we're 5 minutes and 21 seconds into this program. I know some people are at work, some people are in traffic, or whatever case. You can't talk right now. Some people that you don't know. It may be a Casio, but I would love for you to share on replay. What's the next watch? What is the next watch? I want to look it up, and we want to have a discussion later on about this. But I'm going to tell you a watch that when I saw it for the first time, I'm going to flip this camera around. You guys can see. That right there, Sal Baltimore. He has an Orioles. That right there. Let's discover more. Oh my goodness, bro. Look at that profile. Hey, y'all see me back there? Hold up. Deuces. Bro, this watch is on pre-order right now, and they have the Torsk, Steel Torsk GMT 39 Cobalt Blue Meteorite. And if you're not familiar with Sal Baltimore, bro, when I tell you, that's where I got my my Bolt aviation piece from. Hold up, I'm pulling this up right now. Bro. No, hold up. Let's see. This is not a good picture. It's really not showing. Alright, hold up. I'll let you guys see it. Look at that, man. You can kind of see. Look at that's blue meteorite. Blue meteorite. All right, let's see here. That's it from the side. That's a better picture. You catching more mirroring going on, but yes, bro, y'all, this watch really, like, have you heard that term living rent free in your head? I literally saw this on Facebook. I think it was either Sunday or that Monday. It was after the wind-up show this past weekend, and I was told that Sal Baltimore wasn't at wind-up, so he had to be at like watch time. And when there was watch time, and then there was hype. There was like, I think 4 events going on during that time, and I think hype was across the street from wind-up. And I was watching Chris. He mentioned, oh man, yo, listen. If you've never watched his channel, Watch Chris, go check that out for the sake of looking at some of these watches are extremely expensive, but yo, these watches are freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. It's like I think that is the beauty of going to these events. If you missed the wind up and you were in New York, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you were in New York and you didn't go, you missed out on some hot, man, oh my gosh. Because I'm telling you, if an event come close enough to me, it could be 2 hours away, which I have, and it's not to prove a point, but if I'm able, I will go to another city just to see those watches. Even if you don't buy anything, I want to see, because we know the main hitters, man. Like, you got your Tag Heuer, you got your Vacheron, you have gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Zenith, you got Rolex, you got whoever. I can't even think. It's so many. But like, I'm just thinking about the main brands, right? But whether you want to call them micro brands or independents, man, like, it's so many brands out there that it's like, yeah, I want it. I want this. I ain't even gonna lie to you. There's some watches that I want. And I was picking fun. Now, let me say this. Yesterday when I went live, I was picking fun with Rolex and Tudor collectors. I really like Tudor, man. And I do like Rolex, man. It's more of geared towards like picking at people that make a big deal out of it, because everybody, we're all collecting watches. We're all enjoying the brand. We're all enjoying the brands that we have. Whether you are a brand collector, if you stick by one brand, your JLC or IWC, whatever brand, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm brand heavy too. I ain't even gonna lie to you, right? I got off into Vans, like the shoes, Vans, because when I tried on, I'm gonna get into the chats here in a second. When I tried it, what was I wearing? I was wearing Chucks. I like Chucks, but they hurt my feet. So I was like, I really want a skateboard type shoe. So I tried Vans, and I can't remember who had some Vans on. I was like, you know what? Let me go in there. So I went into the Vans outlet, and we were out in Virginia, and I bought my first pair, and I got like 7 pair of Vans right now. I haven't worn. They're limited edition Lion King. The Lion King Scar. I didn't even put my feet in them. I don't even want to wear them. I don't know. It's crazy. And I know before somebody say like, man, why would you buy some shoes and don't put them on? That's just what it is. I don't know. Why do people buy watches and put them in the vault, the bank vault? So if you ask me that, go ask them that first. Then come back to me. Because I paid less than what they paid for that watch that they put in the vault. So go talk to them first, grill them, and then come back to me once you're done. All right, so let's get into the chat real quick. We got Vincent. Hannibal is in here. Jay Jones, of course. Fred, I'm looking at Islanders side regularly too. I want a dive watch. Port Jefferson. The Port Jefferson, man, is just, bro. I can tell you with a certainty that, and I don't get anything back from Mark. Just want to get that out the way. But I do stand by what he puts out, man. Like his work, bro. Hold on, where is that? I've shown this before. The thing is legit, bro. That thing is super legit. Look at that thing. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh, this thing it's a beast, boy. It's sexy. No, it's not sexy. This thing is robust. This is it's ready for war. Let's say that. Yeah, let's say that. Let's say that sexy talk for something sleek. You know what I'm saying? You know what? And I want to say this. I don't know if Tissot will ever watch this video, but Tissot, you made rumors that you were going to come out with the bracelet for this. Some of us are waiting for the bracelet. Tissot, come on, man. Don't let me down, man. Don't have me out here I want to upgrade this watch with the bracelet. Give me a carbon bracelet. Come on now. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. I will pay the extra money for that bracelet. Man, yes, I want it. Randy said, who does he think he's kidding about buying watches? Meteorite is about to explode. Jay Jones, if you don't get up out of here. Lord Billsworth, welcome in. Good afternoon. Tony Woe was in the building. My brother's in the building, you know what I'm saying? He found some cool watches that Watch Chris got. Yes, he does. All right. Yeah, hey, listen, Trap will travel. I do, man, because it's bigger than just a watch too, because I want to meet folks, man. I haven't said this in a while, and it may sound cliche, but it all started with a watch. It all started with a watch. And this channel started with Invicta and moved on to all kind of stuff, man. And and since he's in the chat right now, I got to give credit to Tony Woe, man, because I had this conversation time and time, but for the people that are new here, there's 15 of y'all up in here, you know what I'm saying? And then I know there are a few 100,000 more that's going to watch this live stream, or it'll be past tense at that point. But I started this off of pure passion, right? Coming out of my comfort zone and just showcasing and talking about and living this lifestyle on screen. And you know, like when I went to this cruise and this guy takes off his watch to give it to me, not to give it to me, but to show me his watch. He was so excited about it. And he was more enthused about getting me connected because he was looking like, okay, you're new. You want to know more about Invicta? Here, let me show you. And he wasn't the only one. There was so many people just sharing their love for this watch. So, you know, for those that have that question, what is it about an Invicta collector, man? You have to ask yourself, what is it about an enthusiast? Somebody that is passionate about, one, connected with other people. And now we have common ground. We got common ground, bro. We got it. You know what I'm saying? Now, there is a fight to keep that common ground because you know what happens once the dust settles, right? All the smoke clears, you can see, I can see you. The differences in what our backgrounds are what we follow. And that's where you start saying like, I was hyped, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like dating somebody with your nose wide open. I don't know if you ever heard that term. You know what I'm saying? Your grandma like, look at him, his nose wide open. He'd do anything for that girl. Or the chick, she just head over heels for some guy because he smelled good. He got some fresh jeans on, maybe some J's or some Timbs. It's Tim season right now. Yeah. Our noses were wide open for horology and the fact that somebody else loved the same thing that I love. But then you get to know that person and then you start like, hold up. You ain't who I thought you was. Hey, that's real talk. But the one thing that really gets us here, man, is our love for horology, man, watches, man. And that's why I went on that rant last week. I got a couple calls from y'all. Some people that got my number, they like, yo, Trap, man, you good? I was like, I'm good. I just don't like nobody taking advantage of the fact, you know what I'm saying? We have an opportunity to come on here and talk about what we like, talking about these watches, showcasing our watches. And if you take that, your superpower, and you use it for evil, then yeah, I was like, I had a problem with it, man. I was out here just capping at whoever wanted to get on YouTube and talk crazy. Trap, would you say Rolex is cliche? Not really. No, I wouldn't. I would say Rolex is, they're only scratching the surface of Rolex. I heard a story before about some soldiers going in together. They put their money together, man, to buy this one captain a Rolex because they thought, and this captain really liked Rolex, but wore, I don't know what this captain wore, but they went in together and put their money together and bought a Rolex. And this captain went to it like he was on a mission. He was actually on deployment, and he wore it on deployment, on his job. And I thought that was like amazing, man. Like, that's crazy. You got this high profile timepiece and people thought so much of this one guy that they all put their money together to buy this one watch. They could have bought themselves the watches, but they wanted him to have a Rolex. They said, you leading us and we want you to have the best watch out there. And that's what they considered to be the best watch. Now, I don't think it's cliche. I just think it's the way it's used and talked about on YouTube and stuff like that. It can be used as a weapon. Horology is so great that in the companies out here, be it Tudor, Rolex, IWC, I think all of them are great, honestly. And I think sometimes it's so easy to get caught up in ignoring the fact that one, it is a business. They are there to make money, but it is still art. It's still art. It is still art, man. Like, it represents so much with people in different ways. So yeah, I wouldn't call it cliche. What's up, DK? Who's in the building? Let's see. I just got my first pair of Vans, but my feet are flat and wide. They hurt my feet. Which ones did you get? Did you get the comfy toe? If you're gonna do that, if you got flat feet, I recommend that you get the comfy toes. There's two different versions, man. Those are the ones that I wear because my feet flat. My feet were obliterated. When I came off my first deployment, my feet was tore down. bro, I was like, what did I wear? So I weighed 303 pounds with all my gear. But if you took all that gear off, I was 198. With my gear on, 303 pounds. That was with weapon, full magazines, full combat load, my knife, everything out my rucksack. Yeah, so because we had to get weighed before we left. And I came in at 303 pounds, and I walked with that when I used to patrol. Yo, that was, man. And wearing them boots, man, the boots that the Army give, like I had to order some inserts, Dr. Scholl's, and that didn't even work. I mean, it helped out some, but it didn't work as much. So yeah, trust me, my feet flat. My feet actually like that, bro. Like it's crazy, like a boat. When I came home, my feet was, man, I just want to just die. When your feet and your back hurt, bro, I had a pinched nerve too from all that weight. Oh my gosh, bro, that's something. You taking me down. Buying shoes and not wearing them is still smarter than getting married and cheating. So fucking judgment on that. Hey man, Chuck Taylor's baby, yeah. Very nice, that Islander. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Not to try to push you over the edge, but it is a good watch. It weighs, man, if you are one that associates your weight with quality, you will get that too. But like when you look at the details of the watch, just looking at it, you're like, wow, this thing is nice. This is really nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then even if you don't use your GMT, which I do from time to time, so I know what time, like my UK brethren, what time it is for them. So in case, like just for instance, when me and watching James go live, I know what time I can hit him up. So I'm like, okay, it's late, it's too late, or maybe early, and then maybe 7 o'clock in the morning. So let me go ahead and hit him up because he gets up early, whatever. And yeah, so that's what I use this one for, and a couple other my GMTs. That's why I prefer the collar style. I'm still, the traveler GMT is cool, but I don't travel enough for that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I do travel, I'm like, I'm gonna take those. I only have one True Travelers. Trap, your bag is going to be heavy carrying watches and shoes. It already is. What's up, Chris? Welcome in. E Mac is in the building. Listen while you're on the job. Thank you. So Invicta decided to delete itself. What's the main brand as far as affordables? Tissot or Hamilton? Tissot, here's the deal. Tissot has more affordable options. Hamilton has the better options in my opinion, because some of the Tissot stuff that they got out right now, I'm really not a fan. It's more of a mall style look to it. And even looking at some of those quartz pieces, you be like, all right, they cool. I can get them. They like $190, $200 or whatever. Even if you go in Joma shop, it doesn't hit the mark. You know, I was looking at some of the ones. Jake has some quartz pieces. I didn't like the fact that it was off on something like coming around. I'm gonna say between 8 and 11, it's off. But once it hits the 12, it's on. So I'm like, I don't like it. I just don't like that style. You know, like for me, the most interesting Tissot's right now would be the PRX, the 1938, multiple versions of that. I do like the Gentleman. I don't like the fact that their prices are going up and up and up, because the Gentleman, outside of everything else, I think the Gentleman should be, I'm gonna say $600. To me personally, I just think the Gentleman should be a $600 timepiece. In comparison, because there are some micro brands, independent brands that give the same thing the Gentleman has sort of the same look. Even if you go into like your what is that? Your AliExpress, like your AliExpress watches, San Martin have watches that will rival the Gentleman and even surpass the Gentleman in aesthetics. And I'm like, oh, you're talking about a $300 watch. Even if like, and it's not the only difference though is that Gentleman has a Powermatic 80. So you're gonna have a bigger power reserve. Okay. If you can get over having a power reserve, There's some other watches that'll hit you right around between the $300 to $500 mark. That I think that'll just crush the gentleman. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even because of the name brand, I don't think the gentleman should be over $600. That's my only problem with that watch. It's like the prices, and then we keep going up, and it's like they're gonna price themselves out at one point. Let me get back into the chat. Let's see. Did I miss somebody? I need to see those Scar Vans. I got you, bro. I got you. I'll show you. I'm gonna get to the crib. They still in a nice little box too. Shiny box. My last watch for the year should be here next week. Have limited King Seiko coming. Okay. No, I'm no model. I don't know why you would say that, but I'm not a model. I don't think Rolex is cliche, but some of their fans are. Oh man, don't get Tony Wolf started, bro. Donated $5. Appreciate it. Rolex just good at marketing, like the beers with diamonds. Yeah. It's just the name is said so often. That's why I asked. It feels like it. I feel you. And to be honest, man, I think it should be a part of the conversation when we're talking watches, though. Really, you hear that term, "reach for the crown," right? And I'm not even going to front, man. There be times where I'm like, yo, I'm so annoyed with this conversation, bro. Yeah, Rolex is so easy to talk about, and it is, yes, they hold the biggest market share. We understand. Yes, it is marketed extremely well. Is it important for yes. And one thing you can't undo is Rolex brand as a brand is the one thing, like when you get a promotion, it signifies the growth of your finances, the growth of your positioning, your career, all of that, everything above, all of it. It signifies wealth. It signifies a higher status in society. It signifies a lot of stuff, man. But it also, it signifies like the history of the underdog. It just does, man. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some historical facts, man. Like what was the young lady that swam the English Channel that she said she made it across the first time? Hey, like, well, prove it then. And she didn't make it the second time, but that watch was intact. It didn't take on the water. She had it wrapped around her neck or something like that, on like some type of bracelet, necklace or something. So, and then there's a number of people that I know that when I served in the Army, they went into battle with their Rolex Submariner. You know what I'm saying? I saw a date just in battle. I see a date just getting beat up too, man, while we were training. Didn't matter to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, for me, I would say that watches, when I was in the Army, was an important part of your gear. You know, and depending on what watch you had. So, like, if you had, like, your regular G-Shock, right? You're like, yo, that's cool. But if you had an Armatron, you're like, all right, that's cool too. But, like, you got a G-Shock, oh, you in there. But then you had some soldiers that had the Hamiltons. You're like, oh, man. Then they're like, oh, you got a captain that had a Rolex, or a major that had a Rolex. Like, that's crazy. And you hear about, you know, some of the higher end watches, but those definitely, like, you're not going to see, like, you may see a general with an AP or something like that. But trust me, he ain't on ground out here fighting and battling. He come in, get the morale of the soldiers up, we talking, and then he out of there. He's on to this next mission. And there's actually, he didn't have the whole, I'm wrong. I met a 2-star that had a Cartier. And like, when he walked in, I just looked at his wrist. I was like, I did, and this is what I did. I was like, He said, you like that, huh? I was like, yeah, that's dope. And you know what he did? What a regular watch collector do. He took it off, like, check it out. I'm like, a 2-star let this little buck sergeant hold his watch and look at it. I said, all right, cool, bet. You feel me? We travel light, get it. Get in, get out. Yes, sir. Hold on, let me get it. Traveling GMTs or office GMT. I'm at the office, brother. I'm at the office. Give me an office. Trap is 300 plus with all his gear. Trap is 1300 with. I'm done, bro. Oh. Oh, man. It said Trap got loot. I'm about to loot somebody. I was kidding. My last watch of the year is the Island of Solitaire. It's a solar watch. It should be here this week. Hey, I like that Solitaire. Man, that's a nice watch. You picked up something nice. Oh, snaps was good. Ben 10 in the building. Rolex quality hasn't gone up, but their prices have. Other brands are closing the gap with quality. Woof. Woof. Man, what happens to the funability, though? Where's the funability to watches, man? When, you know, I do see a number of people on here, man, and salute to all of the channels that are able to get their hands on some of the great watches that's out here right now. One of the reasons, the main reasons why I went live today was because of South Baltimore. I don't even have them tagged in there. I'm not affiliated with South Baltimore, but I absolutely dig South Baltimore's, man, bro. Oh, look. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan. Like, seriously. I'm a huge fan of this brand. And that's the newest piece that they have. Hold on, let me see. Let me go ahead and tell you a little something about, it was founded in 2017. They crafting premium timepieces, proudly designed and assembled in Maryland. They got Old Bay watch, which I think is super dope, man. I think that is so crazy, bro. Baltimore's first, always. And look at this. It's just, bro, I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan. There's watches, like the future of watches. Let me ask you guys this. Do you think, or what micro brand would you say would stand the test of time over the next 20 years? Who do you think? If you could just think off the top of your head, like, you could name 1, 5, 10, or however many you got, but like, what micro brands do you think will be talked about just as much as a Rolex, or Tissot, or Hamilton? Who do you think will take that position, that place for the next generation? I think, honestly, I'm going to say off top, South Baltimore is one. I think Nomadic is another one. Islander, I believe they would definitely be in there. Gosh, who else would I think that would be a long-lasting brand? Micro brand wise. I think Brew will be, because it's New York. Like New York, man, I think New York, it's so many companies and brands out there, and like New York supports a lot. So I think Brew will be another company that will always be talked about over the next 20 years. I just want to go shoot original Panomatic Lunar in auction. Today is a great day. Whoa! Glassut Abriga now. Okay. Today is a good day, bro. Hold on, let me see. Let me get into the chat. I said I was only focused on JLC. You did say that, Ben. You said you was focused on JLC. You did say that. I don't think you can help yourself, man. You a watch collector, bro. You an enthusiast, man. And man, bro, I would love to be around you just to see like how hype you get around watches, man. That's the beauty around like meeting y'all in person, man. You know who I saw? I got to witness like when he opened the unboxed the watch before he showcased it. Was watching James. We were talking backstage after a live we did some months ago, and we were man, dude, he had a number of watches that he was going to be reviewing, but then he opens up this watch and he went. I thought I was a geek when it came to unboxing watches. I think he got me beat. And I know I get excited, man, with each watch, each purchase, each time I go. Even when I go to the show, man, I'm gonna tell you this. Here, let me show it again for those that, if you're considering Islander, I bought this and I paid a good price for this watch. And when I got it, I just looked at it like, I can't believe I got this watch right here. This watch is so dope. Gosh, this is a beautiful watch. And we're talking the future. I said I was done, but like struggling with the next, man. Hold on, I'm about to go to Islander's website because I wonder if he got that watch up, because I saw he has a new one that's coming out, and I'm gonna get to the chat here in a second. And y'all know, if you've never been to Islander, it's a one-stop shop. So yes, I'm putting that off on y'all right now. I will actually here. Let's do this. Ooh. Huh. What is this called? The Cavalton? That's pretty dope. That's Islander. I won 3 watches on accident. Lord, I'm blessed. 18K AP Chrono for 7K. I can't believe my eyes. God, dog, you hit the mother load. What's up, JC Watch? Stay welcome in. Dang. And Rolex has not raised their prices yet. Watch when they do, Benny, 15 to 17%. Ooh. I don't know, bro. Do you think so? I don't know, man. I don't know. Because, and I'm saying this because you got to think, bro. The tariffs is one thing. Price increases are another. How many people just lost their jobs, though? How many watch collectors lost their jobs? How many people that consume these products on a regular basis either lost their jobs, or their hours got cut, or their hours, they're still making the same amount of money, but trust and believe, if they can maintain, there's no way. I'm not an economist, not even gonna pretend to be an economist, but I do follow that stuff, man. Bro, the price of food is about to go crazy, bro. The one thing that I love, absolutely love, is coffee. Sorry, I just do. I've been drinking coffee since I was a kid. Thanks to my dad. Oh, 5 pops. And coffee beans have gone up by 19% across the board. 19%. That is crazy. So your coffee houses that you're used to, even going out, if you grind your own coffee beans and stuff like that, you're going to see an increase at the grocery store. So with coffee beans going up that high, and that was ABC News. This news is 2 days old. Eggs went down 1%, but everything else is elevating. Food is about to be expensive because they cut that SNAP, or they cut, like, people. Hey, it's wraps. There's gonna be less and less people in the grocery stores, and they gotta sell that food. They gotta make money. They gotta stay. They still got employees they have to pay. It's about to be ugly. So how many of these people are watch collectors? And I'm gonna be completely honest. How many people are like, well, you know what, I can skip a meal, I can get some ramen noodles, I'm not trying to give up my watches. I promise, bro. I promise there's some people out there, man, just as much as people that like their cigars, just as much as people that like updating their car. All you guys that like tuners, those that like paint jobs and stuff like that, you guys are like, the new thing is wrapping your car in certain colors or having certain characters. I don't know, bro. What is that one you showed? Not familiar with logo. Kind of look like a Zellos. And that was the one before. That was an Islander. You want me to go back to that page? Stella. Stella watches? Who said Stella? It's my MFM birthday. Yippee! Good afternoon, Hell Caesar. I'm not sure what a micro brand is. I'm still need schooling. Just bought the new Zellos comment P51. Okay, so how can I define a micro brand? Basically, if you started a company right now and you had, let's say you had 2 models or maybe 1 model, and you put that out for consumption and you're selling about what, 1 to 500 watches per year, you would be considered a micro brand, right? And you're doing like off-the-shelf movements like your NH35s, NH38s, your Salida 200s, Unitas movements. And this depends on what you're spending money on. Now, I say that, and we talking about companies that are independent, right? So if a company, I believe, I saw a few YouTubers follow companies that are charging a substantial amount of money, right? Fresh, they could be 2 years old, but like they have a watch. Let's say, for instance, we're just going to use this model right here. Let's say, for instance, the case. They designed the case. They designed the movements. They designed definitely the movement, right? That would be considered a independent, if you will, because they had the money to start off at a high end. Because that watch may be 40 grand, or maybe some watch companies $100,000. So yeah, but for the most part, independent is going to be you're going to have small batches. The design may be sort of unique, but you're going to have some off-the-shelf stuff. It's not your major brands like Tissot and things of that nature. Christopher Ward, Helms. Christopher Ward is that's independent at this point. Jack Mason. I think Jack Mason is going to be, yeah. Oh, are you talking about watches that'll be talked about for the, yeah. Christopher Ward. Jack Mason is another one. Yeah, I agree with you. Let me catch up on chat. I'll add Wise to the mix. Micros. I'm yet to get my hands on the Zello's. Been around for 11 years. I got 7.5 right now. Christopher Islander. Ben, get your loot. 7K. Aragon has a new mystery box. Hey, I saw. Okay. All right. So let's take a left turn real quick. Since you brought that up, and I was on Islander. You guys can go over to. Hold on. I'm gonna be fair. Let me be fair real quick. Let me go over to Islander watches. And Islander has a number of watches right now that are considered to be best sellers. Oh, this isn't even an Islander, man. Let me ask you guys what you think of this right here. That Cadola piece. That's a Cadola Islander. RPM. Price. Hold on, let me get the price real quick. $135, 5-star, 17 reviews, 5-star. NH35, whacking. Hand wine hacks. 44 millimeter, 14 millimeters thick, 44 millimeters lug to lug. Genuine leather strap. So yeah, that's it right there, man. Yeah. I think that's legit. I think that's super legit. All right, let's see what else they got in here. They got a couple more. All right, here go one that I actually dig. This one too. I actually have one of these. Focus, baby. There we go. I have that. Port Jefferson. Skin diver. Now I'm gonna tell you that bracelet that they have on there. It is a very comfortable watch. Once you get it sized to your wrist, it's legit. That watch is legit. I dig that watch. And they loom is amazing too. Once that thing is like on a full blast of loom, yeah, you good. You good. Not priced too bad either. Hold on, let me see. All right, let me get into the chat. AP went for 12K. Wow. So you got, oh, what's up, Bob? You got a dive tank, red dial, texture finish. It's beauty, 159. You can't beat that. That dive tank is a phenomenal watch. Phenomenal. I don't care what size you get. You can get the smaller one at the 40 millimeter, or you can get the big boy. It's a 48 millimeter, I think. And keep this in mind, if you get the 48 millimeter, it's going to play big. But I know people like big watches, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people love having that girth on their wrist. I won me a Geo AP Chrono white gold Rolex Datejust. Ooh, lordy, it's Christmas. Christmas right around the corner too. I need a new beater. Who owns a RZE titanium watch? He said, change that now, and it's not us, it's we. So you got to share your watches, bro. Gas prices have gone down. That's the calm before the storm. He said, we have an AP. Today is Grail Day. We'll always be buying a watch or two. He said, Hannibal said, stop avoiding me. Saw a YouTube video on the soldier's wife and the food back. Hey, Swag, I am with you on that one, bro. I'm with you on that one. And I love talking watches, man, but I do love talking about the preservation of our people, period, man. Like, I don't care what race you are, man. Like, yo, we shouldn't have any hungry folks, period. Hey, man, I was looking at this video, bro. Like, was the richest person in the world got like over $300 billion, and I was like, how do we have poverty and hunger in our country, period, bro? Like, that's a whole nother conversation, a whole nother video, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, what's up, bro? All right. Yeah, that's real talk. That is real talk, bro. That's real talk. You know what I mean? I can't even, me personally, I can't even ignore that. I don't talk about that stuff here, man, but it's getting harder and harder to avoid that type of talk. And then I'll hit you guys with a question that I got hit with recently. Somebody challenged me on the content that I put out, right? And it was more of like, you're like, okay, I'm trying to say it right. How can it was more of a question, how can I continue this conversation and not address that type of stuff? And I had to answer it as simple as this. What you don't see is what I do off camera. Because there's not a time that I'm not willing to help or jumping in. I said years ago that I wanted my channel to produce enough money to get stuff and be able to buy things for people, man, pay somebody rent, help somebody get a car, something like that. And I have done a number of things on this channel. For you guys that's new here that don't know, over a 4-year period, I have raised over $60,000 to help with cancer stuff and everything. And I don't have my own company. This is the challenge, and it's the danger too. It's dangerous what I was doing. Yeah, my heart was there, but the dangerous part about it is, like, even though I was showing what I was doing, I was still setting myself up to be sued, set myself up to be scrutinized and stuff like that. And yeah, I ran into some issues. So this year I just ran into something like in the past 2 weeks, right? So that's why I haven't really been talking about, you know, the cancer research stuff. I did it. I partnered with who was it? K Jewelers 2 weeks ago. You guys donated and stuff like that, but then ran into an issue. like 2 days after that. That's why I haven't said anything else about it. I haven't said anything else about it, man. I put myself at risk. So until we'll see how going to next year, how I can do this without putting myself out there, to even having my channel shut down, having my personal assets taken away from me. Yeah, I'm not with that one. Okay, you said I mentioned Stella Bing. Man, I ain't know what the. I mentioned Stella being a watch that can stand the test of time. I do believe that too. Stella is a company that I want to add to my collection. At least one. If something goes down November 1st, trap, and I step around. Dang, I gotta go look at. This bro serves all over the place. Thanks, Tone. I just went to the bottom. I'm about to go back up. That stuff, some people having billions while others have nothing. Does one. Yeah, we can only control what we control, Fred. Yeah, big facts. I'm buying groceries weekly for my sister out of pocket because the government shut down. Dad jokes. Hey, we good with their jokes. I like jokes. Billions, tariffs brought in 1.6 trillion. Oof. Yeah, tariffs may brought that out. I don't know where that money went though. Yeah. I like what Mark did. You put in the work, yeah. What's up, Aussie? Good day and good day. Okay, I want to make sure I got everybody. I was asking about it. Is that an Islander also? Oh, the meteorite? No, that was in South Baltimore. That what I showed earlier. Hold up, I'll go back to that. Because that's what I actually like, bro. That Hey, so let me ask you guys this in the chat, man. Please just drop whatever brand name going forward. If you can recommend one brand to a friend or somebody that's just getting started in watch collecting, what would that one brand be? And don't worry about prices. Just say whatever brand. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be concerned with price because everybody's at a different price bracket that watch this show. So somebody may be in a position to spend $70,000 on a watch, maybe even $100,000. Not sure. If you are, you blessed, brother. If you're in a position to buy a $500 watch, you blessed. Still, I don't care if you was in a position to buy a $20 Casio. You don't need a watch to start off anyway. You feel me? But we absolutely love what we do. I think, I could be wrong. Some of y'all might just be faking at it. Jay Jones, you faking at it, right? Jay Jones is the only person on here that buy watches, man, just to show off and rub it in our faces that he got a new watch. Yep, I'm picking on you today, Jay. Ooh, there's a purple meteorite. It's on pre-order too. It's pulling up. It's pulling up pretty slow. So give me a moment. Hold up, I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see that bad boy. So this is the South Baltimore website. Focus there, camera. And hold up, go there. Oh, look at that there. Gosh, man, that watch. Now I'm gonna tell you what this reminds me of. This style kind of gives me that IWC Ingenieur style without it being an Ingenieur. And then the South Baltimore sign, man, bro, this is probably like one of the hottest watches I've seen towards the end of this year. I'm saying hands down, probably one of the, I ain't gonna say probably, the hottest watch that I've seen. towards the end of the year. And I stand on it. Ooh, what is this? So hold up, this is a side view of it. What is that? I wonder what does that do? I gotta see this watch in person, man. I have to see this watch in motion, bro. Oh man, this is such a beautiful freaking watch, man. Gosh. Oh, hold up. Look at the loom. And the crown looms too. Sorry, that's not focusing. Man, bro. Sheesh. Alright, so it's inspired by the legendary USS Torsk, the SS-423's submarine dock in Baltimore's Inner Harbor. The Torsk GMT-39 is built for those who navigate both land and sea. It's a 39mm timepiece, 316L steel, Miyota movement 9075 true GMT, Superluminova X1 loom, 200-meter water resistance. So it's ready to go. Man, that's the crazy thing. You got a GMT that's like a diver. Oh, so you get a leather watch roll too and an extra strap. To be determined, rather. It said to be determined. So the thickness is 12.75, which is not bad. So the meteorite is sourced from Sweden. PVD coated. Water resistance 200 meters. The clasp is micro adjust. Exhibition see-through case on the back. And it is a natural meteorite. It looked like all of them died or whatever. And for the most part, it doesn't say it on here, but like for the most part, I believe he coats the metal 316. He does the treatment to it. So the Vickers, I think it's like either 12 or 1500 Vickers. All right, let's see. I appreciate it, guys. If money is a concern, Orient Timex Red Star. Orient is a watch that I want to add in my collection for 2026. I got my eye on one. If I can get my hands on this one Orient, I am going to do so. Okay, I got to read the dad joke. Note to all the dads, teens, keep a dog. That's the way, someone is excited to see you. Good advice. Trap Aragon. Okay, you guys are shopping, not for watches. Be safe. Going shopping and not for watches. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay. You definitely going shop for watches. Ben just got Vacheron, Google 4C, and Long and Zone. Citizen timepieces. Yup, I'm with you on the Citizen. I'm all for it. Alu means potato. I'm my kid's favorite person to overthink things with. I was going to make a joke about the old bed, but then it fell apart. What are dads bad? Why are dads bad detectives? Because they only find the evidence after the crime has been committed. Wow. I decided to sell my vacuum cleaner. It was just gathering dust. Sheesh. For a unique diver, I recommend the Horizon Nemo. What the heck is that? I don't even know what that is. Horizon watches. Ooh. Crap. Okay, yes, I accept. Horizon Nemo. That one's out of stock. Oh, is that because it's new? Is this a new company? I have never heard. They got some great colorways, man. Oh, wow. Nemo is a sequel of Horizon Watch's first collection. The End. Where his brother stood tall, dominant on the wrist, Nemo is the opposite. He was smaller and thinner than said. Nemo retains a trace red horizon watches. Okay. Let me see what all collections they got. They have something called it's just called N. Oh, that's a Spectrum watch? Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, I lost it. Oh man, I don't know what just happened. This is a very interesting watch. 42 millimeter dive case, NH35, vulcanized rubber strap. Hey y'all, go check out Horizon watches, man. That's pretty dope. To someone starting in watches, I recommend AliExpress. Not a particular brand. It wants to keep it cheap, hard to beat. Yeah. GLC, MC, calendar, but impulse buying. Like, hey, I'm out of control. You are out of control. You need more capital. You'll get it. You'll make a deal and boom, there you go. You back in there, baby. That's a nice blue dial and bezel. Oh man, that was starting to look identical. I have the Grand Seiko GMT, very nice watch. Nice. Ben takes his trash out. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay, I'm caught up. We've been on for an hour. I found a company that owns Temu and a few other online platforms. They also did an amazing little collab with Celtic. All right, so I got them locked in. I'm gonna check them out a little more. So what's coming up next? I had a conversation with Adam from Kokomo Watches. That'll be coming out after it comes out. It was supposed to come out today, but I wanted to talk to y'all. I was having live stream withdrawals. I get those from time to time. Y'all sue me, forgive me, whatever. So Wednesday, we will be talking and having a discussion with Trifecta Watches, man, just sitting there, getting in there and having a discussion. And then come Friday for Halloween, the last episode of this month, is the conversation with Adam. It will be possibly a 20-minute premiere. And it's going to break down the history or what's going on in Indiana. Some historical facts about Indiana, Kokomo, the city at first. For those that, come on, man, that wind just came through. So that'll be Friday, and then we'll start off next month with. We'll see what happens next month. Hopefully, some people. That lady had on it was an Invicta. Oh my gosh. Ceramic. It was a ceramic with the crystals around the bezel. It was a specialty. Ladies, 42 millimeter. Yeah, I can spot it. I seen it from a distance. Wrist check. Yep, and I see the UPS guy just pull up. He don't have a watch on his wrist, man. He ought to be ashamed of himself. He was raised by savages. Trap funds me. Stop the cap. 10 plus watches in everyone's collection. I gave those away. Hold on, wait. Said, Ben, we poor, hide the money, y'all. Said, y'all rich. Yeah, rich in love. You got tutors rich. Hey, bro. Yeah, me personally, if I was to recommend a watch, I would recommend Islander website. I will recommend the website and then let you go in there because they got Phoebus, they got Red Star, they got Islander pieces. You may find something nice there. But if you want that AD treatment over the phone and stuff like that, I always mess with either Kokomo or Trifecta. Either one of those guys. So I highly recommend them. I think Seiko will be a pretty like dope watch. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just kind of start off with something, a name brand, something that's more familiar, I would say Seiko, and then Citizen. And after that, yeah, it is what it is. But if you want to spend some money, let's see. If you want to spend some good money, go to Warriors website. They got a pre-owned section. Now the thing about their pre-owned section though, that one you got to play that by ear. You got to call them on that, because a lot of times they'll post it or they don't have that watch posted yet because it just sold. Like I've seen watches that came there, Breitlings that people were trying to grab or whatever the case was. Like they didn't even know that the Super Ocean was on sale. And I think they sold one for like $2,100. Really nice watch. It was green. Beautiful watch. I would get a Super Ocean. I would get a Super Ocean. That's just a beautiful timepiece. Yeah. Shoot, they even sold a 2018 Tudor. It was stainless steel. It was like all steel, the whole watch. Sort of like opaline dial. That went for $2,200. That was a minute ago. I'll definitely buy an Islander at some stage. Probably be soon. I say Longines is a good starter watch. Oh, Longines is a man. I think me personally, and I don't go off of like the reviews on YouTube. Just my personal experience with Longines, long jeans. I like a number of their watches, and if I was going to spend, if I had the $2,000 to $3,000 disposable income per month, I would stay with them. Like their moon phase, I think their moon phase is amazing. I would get that. I like the stars. The stars does not bother me on that GMT. I would get that. You know, definitely like the diver. That Legend Diver, I would get that, because I think those watches, like those three, if I was going to do those three, I would definitely get that. They have a couple of other ones. It was one, I don't even know the name of it, man. The Conquest. The Conquest is a watch that I would, four. The Conquest is a beautiful watch. I don't even know what color I will actually want two. Not to be greedy, but I would like to get two Conquests. I would like to get that champagne dial and that blue dial, because those two like are my favorite colors, man. Like, gosh, so I could say the same thing about the Legend Diver, because I like the white one, I like the green dial, and was it Tarkata color? Loved. Whatever, y'all. Been to Australia twice. The enthusiasts see that rolling and they head pop. 2026. Hey, Ben 10, you know, I heard you, was it yesterday or whenever it was on Skylar's show? That would be dope for you to go and start your own YouTube channel. I definitely will subscribe and support in any kind of way I could, bro. I'm telling you. I think you got a lot to say when it comes to watches, you know, and even showcasing. And I don't know how often you would go live or just showing watches, but yeah, I think that'll be dope. Sydney Sweeney ass. Really? I've never had to deal with the customer service from Longines, so I don't know. Enthusiasts be like, Formex is better than Rolex. I do want to, hey, that's the ultimate watch. Hey, when I hit 1 million views, that's going to be my watch. It's Formex Essence. I'm not sure if I'm getting the 39 or the 41. I'll probably get the 41. But that's the watch that I am saying that will be when I hit 1 million views, which I imagine that I'll probably hit 1 million views around February. of next year. Yeah. Yeah. No watches. Jay Jones, get out of here. You bought a watch. Fred, I think it all depends on the auto service center in your region because they are trusted by the brand. It's like, yeah, I don't know. But actually, Longines service not by authorized centers is very good. Okay. I'm too wild to start my own channel. I say too much off the cuff stuff. And that right there would be the reason why your channel blow up. I promise that would be the reason why. That would be, man, people be like, oh man, this dude is crazy. This guy's nuts. Yeah, yeah. Something to think about. I do want a Formex too, so I'm capping. Never had to deal with customer service about my Longines. 0 issues.
I think two actually did.
Jay Jones, you can tell me that you didn't buy a watch. I won't believe you. I'm not going to believe you. You're not going to convince me that you didn't just buy a watch. We get our shoes at the VA. Yep, our shoes don't come in the box. They come hanging up like they're at Walmart. Yep, and all our shoes got straps on them, like Velcro jumps. I've heard so many bad stories about Hong Kong service centers with many brands, Longines, Tudor, and Long. Really? Okay. That one, I'm not sure. I don't know. I've never had to deal with that, man. And I hope I never have to deal with an issue. But if, I mean, because I got a 5-year warranty on my Longines. So if I do, hopefully I'm sending it back through Jake and he'll take care of it. Yeah, go from there. Hopefully that's not the issue. But if push come to shove and I had to get something repaired on my watch, I take it to Kokomo because they're authorized to work on Swatch stuff. Excuse me, y'all. They're authorized. For a sling blade. Easy work. Wow. All right, what time is it? All right, I gotta finish my walk, y'all. And yeah, cause I'm a nice little distance. I'm 10 miles away from the crib right now. Yup, 10. I walk 10 miles away from the crib on purpose so I can get, you know what I'm saying? I need to get my 20 miles in today. It's Monday. I'm feeling great. Feeling good. I hope you guys are having a great day, great time. I appreciate you guys, man, rocking with me on a Monday. I appreciate it. I like them, man. That was a dope.
Well, thank you. Little McDonald's jokes.
Yo, dude had got on some Air Force, some Air Max McDonald's shoes. Customized McDonald's shoes. That was super dope, man. That's crazy. I'm like, wait a minute. So, all right. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for rocking. Hey, sweetie. Little girl. It's always some great people that walk back and forth up here, man. So, at any rate, Joe, I'm out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. And until the next lightning strike, which will be Wednesday. Y'all be blessed.